Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Canes will hustle to the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Finds his man down the middle. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And through the contact. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay on.
Throws for the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll try the right side. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Trying to pick up a first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Back open in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one,
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Line getting set on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's a live ball. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Snap it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. The toss to the outside. He locked up and held on to bring him down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. Avoids pressure. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a... Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, jet sweep pass. Runs through the tackle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Touch pass on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been...
The expressway is wide open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! They take the lead with the 6. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He's got it again. On the move at the 30. He's loose down the middle. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's got his man. Touchdown, Cade. What a grab and go for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sooner offense offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Running back searching for a hole. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 17, Oklahoma 13.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Tackle is made after the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Forward. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answers, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. They'll test the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Wide out in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll give it to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they'll knock him down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. Smashes through. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense